What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, Apple surprisingly dropped the third beta of iOS 26.1 today on a holiday here in the US nonetheless, which is super rare. And not only that, but this comes just 1 week after Apple dropped beta 2. This is always a good sign for Apple thinking that these updates are getting closer to the regular release. So there's not going to be a whole lot of change here on the front end, but there are some code changes and a couple of things to talk about. So let's make this video short and sweet today. First things first, jumping into settings, general, and about. You can see what's interesting here is that this is another E build. So this full build is 23B5064E. I believe last beta, so beta 2, was like 23B5059E. Could be wrong, but it's something close. But either way, this is a very comparable build, although it did come in at an astounding almost 14 gigs on our 17 Pro Max. Kind of crazy, kind of interesting, but just wanted to let you guys know that. And then jumping into software and iPhone storage still, I do want to show you that slowly but surely system data is ticking up. So we're now at 23.34 gigs for system data, and then iOS as a whole. You can see Apple Intelligence has now taken quite a leap, and we're now at 9.17 gigs. iOS is at 14.09 for a total size of 23.26. Guys, leave a comment down below. Let me know how much room iOS as a whole is taking up on whatever device you are running. I'm curious if the newer devices, 16s and 17 series specifically, are using a lot more storage than older ones. So just let us know, comment below, and we'll go from there. One other thing too, before we get further into this, we've talked about it on our last couple betas, but this phone today is feeling warmer than it has in some of the other updates. It could be that I was actually outside for once while this updated. But no, it's still showing under 100. I guarantee you up here, though, we will see that peak a little over in triple digits, and sure enough it is. But still, it does actually feel warmer to the touch than what some of the other ones have felt like. Now, hopefully in this build as well, we will see fixes for some of the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and camera bugs that were plaguing the devices. I never personally experienced that, but if you did, comment down below and tell me if this looks fixed for you as well. One other thing too, jumping into the developer site here for the release notes, let's see if this has been updated. I actually have not looked yet to see what might have been triggered on here, and it looks like we do have something here. And it is updated. Okay, so we have AirDrop known issues. The AirDrop icon in the iOS share sheet has some visual defects around the corners. Okay, resolved issues for background assets, game controller. HealthKit has a new feature for HealthKit authorization. UI now displays a single blood pressure switch. Okay, a resolved issue. An instruments resolved issue. Keyboard known issue. You are unable to select diacritical marks and character variants with keyboard. The base character is inserted instead of the intended variant. Okay, lock screen has a known issue. Device might sleep unexpectedly while using certain apps on the lock screen. Calculator, timer notes. That's kind of crazy, actually. Very, very interesting and strange. Haven't seen that before. There's another known issue with nearby interactions. A new feature with it. Siri, Swift UI, UI Kit. So a little bit of a longer list here of resolved issues and known issues with Beta 3. Good to see. I am glad that they're updating these notes accordingly though, so that is nice. One other thing too, if you follow our video, in Beta 2, Apple did actually add a new option under privacy and security and settings. If you scroll to the very bottom, you have a new thing called background security improvements right here. And today you can see that it actually updated, showing an installed security improvement, which is iOS 26.1 Beta 3. You can't click on it directly, but if you click on the three dots, you now have an option that says remove background security improvements. Removing this will reduce the security of your iPhone and data. Your iPhone will restart. Don't know why you would necessarily need to remove it unless there is some bug or glitch that is pretty massive, but otherwise, this looks like where we'll be able to see those rapid response updates like we had historically. Now, I did not run a Geekbench score here, specifically just because every time we record this video and try to push it out for you guys, it seems like it's always coming in a lot lower since everything's still indexing in the back than what it should be. So I'm not going to actually run this yet. This will be in our Wednesday follow-up video going forward, or Thursday video. Aside from that also, there has been code change found now for third-party API integrations for AI. What that means is now under our settings and Apple Intelligence, what is eventually going to come here is now going to be those new extensions not unique to just ChatGPT. Obviously, that's our only option now. Gemini has been rumored and others. This leads to us thinking that this is a lot closer than what we might have initially thought, which is definitely good and reassuring to see. So hopefully we will start seeing new extensions here in the very near future. I'm excited. More choices are always better, so just something else to be aware of. Aside from that, scrolling and moving around, everything, including liquid glass, seems to be the same. And that was the first time, if you guys saw my swipe, where it did not actually hang up on that first page of Control Center. So I'm happy to see that as well. Everything looks about the same as it has for the last couple betas. So nothing else really new design-wise or feature-rich yet for a 0.1 release. Definitely interesting, definitely excited to see what's coming. But also, now that we got this release, let's talk about what to expect coming soon. So today's the 13th, obviously, like we said, just a week after getting Beta 2. I would now anticipate another one on the 20th, and possibly a fifth one on the 27th or the RC. I say this because by the end of the month, we are rumored to get those new iPads and MacBooks. So there will probably be a world where 26.1 is loaded on those new iPads, and that'll be the same version that we are testing now that should be ready to go. We will receive, obviously, the public beta here in the next couple of days, and that is kind of what it sums up these next couple of weeks for Apple. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up this video, comment down below, and let me know what you think. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.